Rutherford. Matt Prater's been around a long time. Will get us started here. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. Anthony Gould now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of a shotgun, Richardson. He's got the big man, Mo Alley Cox. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Second and 7. Here's Richardson. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Richardson. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Taylor going to try to pull his way in. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Throwing, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
On 4th down, Richardson. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
Here we go.
They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Here we go.
Fields. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. They will run it over center with Hall. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Here we go. Go.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the...
Here we go.
They go play action with Fields. That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
Here we go, son.
On the handoff, it's Hall running right. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here we go.
Play action now for Fields. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. He's got it at the 7. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? What a critical flag. Roughing the passer. It sets up 1st and goal. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he'll go down. Back at the 4.
Really nice job here by the defense staying disciplined as the quarterback gets flushed from the pocket. I mean, how often do we see those guys kind of creep in and allow the ball thrown over their head? They took away everything downfield, and all the quarterback could do was dump this one off short to his back, and there wasn't much there.
On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he will power his his way into the end zone. Reese Hall, touchdown Jets. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw, it's Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On 2nd down, Richardson. He'll look deep for Pittman. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down, sack. 2nd down, big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Third and long. Here's Richardson. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Chuck Clark. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
A 1st down throw for Fields. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Fields. Open man is Lazard. He's got it. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
A give. Here's Hall. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. A first down there on a pickup of 17. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
Go.
They'll run. It's Hall. He slams it in there, and he is in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Prater's extra point is good. And the Jets move out on top, 14-0. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's first and 10. Now Richardson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. He'll look deep for Pittman. And that is incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
He's going to look downfield once again. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Richardson to throw it here on first down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down. Looking to throw. Richardson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. He's got his man. That's downs. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
Here we go.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Here we go, son. Right.
Here comes Hall on this toss to the right. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Don't jump.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's going to run it. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that 1st down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
Here's a run to the 5-yard line.
Good.
2nd and goal.
Up. Right.
Fields looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Prater's kick is good. And the Jets extend the lead to 24-0.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's a third down and 4.
Let's go.
Richardson operating from the pistol. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Off the play action, here's Fields. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Catch made, right side by Wilson. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Got a man downfield. It's Tony. And he's in. Kadarius Toney. Touchdown, New York. Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here's Gould on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Richardson. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Williams. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. He'll try to run for it with Hall. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down. He'll go again with Hall. There he goes, inside the 30. And he's got another one. Reese Hall, touchdown Jets. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Richardson. A throw on the move is caught. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Richardson to throw. That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And the Jets are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Another run here with Hall. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Here we go.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Right.
On the give, it's Hall. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. So this one in the win column for the Jets. And with an open date on the schedule next week, they'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from